Hey everyone, it's Greg, and it's another edition of Unbreakable, the podcast. And it is Friday, TGIF, December the 29th. Whoa, New Year's weekend. Yes, New Year's weekend. Oh my God, where has the year gone, huh? Ah, so, lots to talk about. We're going to get right to it. Did you see those ratings for the football game? You know what? Usually Christmas Day is, if you're a sports person, that's all NBA basketball. That's where before the season starts, the NBA announces these are our Christmas games. This is like a big deal. After Christmas, people start paying attention to basketball more because, yeah, of course, baseball's over. Football is winding down into the playoffs, and basketball is going to soon be going front and center. But this year, because Christmas was on Monday, the NFL got involved and they had, what, 3 games on Christmas Day? Well, here's the ratings. The ratings just came out from last Monday, Christmas Day. And the NBA had a respectable rating. In fact, the top game was the Knicks were playing, and then the Lakers were playing. I mean, they had a lot, like the top teams, because the NBA really focuses on Christmas Day. The Sixers were playing, the Nuggets were playing. Anyway, the average rating during the whole day was somewhere around 4 or 5 million. That's not bad. But compared to the NFL, one of the games was our Eagles playing the Giants. Between 29 and 31 million people. I mean, that's crazy. Isn't that crazy? That's like almost, what, 6 times the amount of people that watch the NBA. That football rules in this country. Football rules all over the place. I mean, soccer is still big all around the world, but football is gaining strength in Europe, and it's the NFL just is so crazy. I don't like the fact though that one caller brought this up on WIP the other day, and he was right. We don't, we're very nonchalant anymore about cable TV, streaming services, but he brought up the fact that you look at the Phillies, right? A lot of the Phillies games were on free TV back in the day, and the away games were on national TV. And NBC gave it a week, but now during like 10 games a year, they're on so-called free TV. The rest is cable. You're paid. We just nonchalantly eased into that, didn't we? That we're now paying for most of our sports. Think about it. The local sports, Phillies, Sixers, Flyers games, most of them are on what we would call paid TV, And so, I mean, there's not much you can do about it, If you want to watch the games, that's the way you do it, right? But it is very nonchalant how things are happening in this world, I think there was a time when we would never ever think about paying to watch, other than when we go to the game, paying for sports, really. And now it's getting into the easy, gradually adding games to, not only do we pay for games on cable, but they're double dipping us, because now they're asking us to pay for games on channels like Peacock, Hulu, all these extra channels. So you're paying for the cable, but then you're paying to see a game on Peacock. In fact, there's a strong possibility, I heard, that one of the NFL wildcard games is going to be exclusively on Peacock. So if you want to see that game, you're going to have to pony up even more money to see that game. And unfortunately, I think this is the way of the future. Hopefully, they're going to keep it that your local teams, like let's say the Eagles are playing a wild card game and they're on Peacock. Well, something by league rule, or there's something that says that game must be shown to your local team. So one of the other channels would pick it up, one of the free channels. And I hope that stays, because I'm afraid there may come a time where you're going to have to pay extra to see your local teams on every week. It's just crazy. But that's the way of the world, right? That's the way it is. Cable TV streaming, and we're not going back. We're not going back. The horse is already out of that barn. So if anything, it's going to get worse. I fear, this is what I fear, that there's going to be a day where not only do we have to pay to see the Super Bowl, like a pay-per-view, almost like a heavyweight championship fight. Back in the day, we had to pay to see Muhammad Ali fight Joe Frazier. And it wasn't in the living rooms. You actually had to go to the arena to watch it on big screen TV. Back then, it was at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. You had to go and watch Frazier and Ali battle it out. And you had to pay. So what I'm saying is, I hope it doesn't come down to that, but I could easily see where someday in the future, Back to the Future, that we're going to have to pay like $49.95 to watch the damn Super Bowl. Now, and I heard something else, that possibly the NFL is thinking of having a future Super Bowl in London, England. Now, nothing against London, and nothing against Europe. I love Europe. It's great. But the Super Bowl belongs in America. I believe the Super Bowl belongs in America. Move it around every year like they do, play it in Florida or California or somewhere warm. That's okay. Play it indoors. But it needs to stay in the USA. Don't send the Super Bowl overseas. I know the NFL has tried really, really hard to expand worldwide, even Major League Baseball. Look at the Phillies. They're playing in London this year in June, 2 games against the Mets. So it's happening, watching it with our very eyes in sports and basketball to see, right? They're trying to expand. And so it's happening. Our sports, like baseball, football, are going to be going worldwide. You're going to see in the future teams from Europe, teams in their own divisions playing each other. And once in a while, the Eagles will have to fly to Europe to play Barcelona, or the Phillies will have to fly to Europe to play London, or the Sixers will have to fly to Europe to play Madrid. That's the way it's going to be. And I guess we just have to get used to it. But don't, NFL, Roger Goodell, don't put the Super Bowl in any place else but the USA. You're going to be cutting your own throat doing that stuff, and people aren't going to stand for it. You're going to get pissed off, and they're not going to watch the freaking Super Bowl. Now, that's easier said than done, because they probably will, I mean, look at the ratings, like we said. People love football. And now with betting, being so easy and accessible nowadays on your phone, you don't even have to go to the casino or to the local bookie down the street. Football is more common. So that's the way it's going to be. let's see. Yeah, so the ratings were through the roof for football. Now, I wanted to talk about, you know what? I can't read my damn own writing here. Oh, you know what I wanted to say? This really pisses me off. I have this saying, here we go. Okay, guys, here we go. I use it a lot during the day. I must say, here we go, at least 10 times a day. Because I'll say to the dogs here, by the way, Bud's on the floor right here. You can't see him, but he's here on the floor. If he passes in a gas, I'll put the microphone down there and we'll hear. Anyway, Katie, who knows what she's up? Katie, come in and guest star. Daddy, go ahead. Now there you go. Tells your daddy, good enough. I'm just kidding. I love that little girl, Katie girl. So here's the thing. I use that phrase, here we go, a lot during the day. Now, those freaking damn Dallas Cowboys have stole it from me. Dallas Cowboys. Did you ever hear that? Now that's the big thing. When Dak Prescott goes through his signals before they snap the ball, you know how Peyton Manning, when he was playing football for the Broncos and for the Colts, would say, Omaha this, Omaha that, snap the ball, right? Dak Prescott now says, so he calls out his signal, and right before he snaps the ball, he'll go, here we go. That's what I say to the dog. So now, but this is ingrained in my mind, keep it out of my mind. So now, when I tell the dogs, I said, I'm trying to say, like, here we go to the kitchen. Let's go get some chicken and finish that. I'll say, here we go to the kitchen. I can't say it regular. I got to sing it out like Dak Prescott. And it pisses me off because Dak Prescott, I don't want to think about the Cowboys. I want to think about Dak Prescott. I want to think nice, cheerful, good dogs, not evil, bad dogs, which are Dallas Cowboys. I can't stop saying it though, because all during the day, even I like to say to Holly, or I'd like to say to somebody else in the house, well, we're going to dinner, we're going to the dining room. Well, here we go. And instead of saying, here we go, and here we go to the dining. Here we go up to the here we go. Ah, it's driving me nuts. Anyway. So that's my beef with that. Oh yeah. Oh well, before we talk Eagles, I was thinking about this the other day, and I saw this. I get the things in the mail, my email every day. Well, one of the sites, Major League Baseball. Because I like to keep up with the hot stove stuff, the trades that are going down, the free agents that are signing, that are not signing with the Phillies, and I like to keep informed. I like that. So I get a couple of these and Major League Baseball periodicals come to my inbox every day. So one today was talking about their predictions for 2024. And now they didn't predict who's going to win the World Series, but they predicted the award winners, like Rookie of the Year, Cy Young, MVP, And I was not surprised, but I was pleasantly surprised that they picked Bryce Harper to be the National League MVP. And this is a really reputable, really good website. Bryce Harper. And when they said he could win his third MVP, I was like, yeah, that's right. Bryce Harper has won the MVP. not just once with the Phillies. He's won it twice. He won it with Washington. And I'm like, well, it is possible. I'm thinking MVP, wow, that's the best player in the league, right? And I'm thinking, you know what? It is possible because, listen to me, Bryce Harper is going to settle into first base. If it was me, if I was running the Phillies, I would talk to Bryce Harper and say, look, Bryce Harper, if you can throw the ball, I want you to play right field because I want to bring Reese Hoskins back, stick him at first base for a year, and let's see how he does. It'll give us an extra back in our lineup to protect you, so people won't walk you all the time. So this is for you, Bryce Harper. That's what I think. But it looks like the Phillies are not going to re-sign Reese Hoskins. He's going elsewhere. And it looks like Bryce Harper's going to say when he's playing first base all the time, which is okay. So I would think he's going to be a little more comfortable. Of course, now he's going to have the full season. Now I would think his Tommy John repaired elbow is better than ever, right? And yeah, I think he's in his prime. I think he's going to have a big year. Now he's got pieces around him. Trick Turner, he still has Schwarber, Castellanos, Realmuto, Stott, Alec Bowe. Whoa, and the Phillies are loaded, And I'm not saying they need to improve. They need to help the bullpen. They need another starter. There are rumors that they are still being on Blake Snell or Jordan Montgomery, probably help with our rotation. But the Phillies, they're looking pretty good. What a battle it's going to be between those rich guys there, guys with the money, Dodgers, Tani, Glasnow, Locomotive, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts. Yeah, it's like the Dodgers have a freaking all-star team, But Dodgers may win 120 games season. As we saw, doesn't matter. You get in the playoffs, Atlanta and Braves, right during the regular season. So all kinds of records, home runs, blah, 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 blah. They choke when they get to this season. And our Phillies with the fans, I can't hype up Hartfield that much because we choked. We choked in the playoffs last year. Let's stick in Arizona. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. It's going to be a battle between those Dodgers. Can't count the Braves out. And it's going to be a tough race, but it's going to be a lot of fun the next couple of years. Here's the deal. So, we're talking Bryce Harper winning the MVP. I kind of buy into that. So I looked up the odds. Bryce Harper is actually plus 1,200 to be MVP. He's behind Ohtani and Betts, Freeman, all these other guys in the National League. Goldschmidt, Acuna Jr., all these guys are up there. Now that's going to be a battle. But I think that Bryce Harper is predicted to win the MVP over all these other guys next year. Makes me excited for baseball in the springtime, right? Here, December 29th. It gets my heart to pumping. So I think it's going to be a good week. I think it's going to be fun week, no matter what. So you might want to. You know what? I looked up the Phillies' odds for winning the World Series this year, not the division, although they are underdogs to the Braves to win the East. I love to see the Phillies win the East. That's the next step of it. And then not the whole National League chance to win the World Series. The Phillies are plus 1,100. They are, I think they're fourth or fifth of the list. But so actually, listen, the Phillies are more of a favorite to win the World Series than Bryce Harper was. Yeah. How about that? But I think Bryce Harper is going to be the game. I really do. So look at me. Look into these eyes. I think they're blue, but they do change. It could be hazel. Looking at it. And Bryce Harper is going to be the National League Most Valuable Player in 2024. You heard it here. Okay, so I need whatever you do with that information, do. So, but of course, we'll talk a lot more baseball the other day. But I'm excited about this year. I really am. I'm just, I think Bryson Stott is going to emerge as an all-star. I love that Bryson Stott. Love him. He's a hard-nosed player and he's a good player. I think they should that Bryson Stott lead off with Trey Turner batting second. Put Kyle Schwarber down in the lineup a little bit more so he could protect Bryce Harper. That's just me. Analytics say different, but screw him. So, all right, so let's talk a little Eagles before I leave, huh? So we talked a little bit about the Eagles yesterday. We have a big game coming up Sunday at 1. Isn't it nice to have a 1 o'clock game again? It seems like forever. 1 o'clock games are my favorite. Not only my favorite to attend, because it's still daylight when the game's over, you get out of your parking lot, you're home at a reasonable hour. And it's fun. It's fun to have a 1 o'clock game on a nice, cool, crisp day. A 1 o'clock game, stadium is packed. It's just, you can't beat it. And when you're watching on TV, you're watching your 1 o'clock game, then you watch your 4:30 game, and then you watch your Sunday night game. So, it all works out good. So do you. I don't know. I see this line keeps fluctuating between plus 11 for Arizona, plus 2. So, me, myself, and I just think this is going to be a closer game than people think. A lot of people think, it's going to be an easy game. It's a home game. Arizona stinks. We don't even know if their quarterback, Kyler Murray's going to play. It's about time the Eagles broke out of their slump and lay it on some of the team. Let's say 38-10 Eagles, right? I don't know. I just have the feeling it's going to be a closer game. Why? Because the Eagles haven't shown me yet that they could blow out a team, even at home. I just think still the Eagles just for some reason aren't in sync, especially the offense. And if history means anything, Arizona has always given the Eagles problems. Look back in the past in the playoffs. Remember when Arizona used to be the Cardinals, the St. Louis Cardinals, and they played in the NFC East with the Eagles? They were always a pain in the neck for the Eagles. Jim Hart, quarterback, Terry Metcalf was the father of DK Metcalf. Was a really great running back / receiver / punt returner, Larry Wilson. Oh, there's so many great cards back in the day. But I don't know. The Eagles are getting some players back. Avonte Maddox is supposed to come back. Zach Cunningham may be back, that linebacker, which is good. But there's still a lot of discontent apparently in that locker room. And I don't know why. Somebody's not on the same page. Is it the coaches? A.J. Brown complaining again he's not getting the ball enough? Devontae Smith. Although I was listening to Devontae Smith the other day, and he seems to have his head on straight. You know, he's actually telling the truth. He's saying it's great that we won last week, but we're just not where we need to be. You know, and Jalen Hurts, where is his head every week, huh? Huh? Sulking on the bench there. And he's throwing passes that he wasn't throwing last year. Bad passes. And I don't know. Anyway, I just can't put my finger on it. I think the Eagles win the game because they have to win the game because they need to stay ahead of Dallas to win the NFC East and get a home playoff game. But I just think it's going to be closer than people are thinking. You know, I'm thinking maybe 31-28 Birds. Eagles Birds, not Cardinals. Eagles. I don't know. I may be wrong, but I just got this feeling it's going to be a close. So we'll see. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow because we talk more Birds, and I'll give you my official NFL pick over the weekend, who to play, and we've been hitting on lately. So you want to join us, tune in. But until that happens, Bryce Harper MVP. Heard it here first. Go back to look at this. Next November, when you announce the winner, MVP, Bryce Harper, Philadelphia Phillies. And then you'll be thinking, all 17 people watching, you'll be thinking, you know what? I heard that somewhere. That sounds familiar to me. Oh, the middle guy who I watch every day on the Unbreakable podcast. He told us that a long time ago. Now, why am I listening? Anyway, so you guys have a great weekend. I'll be back tomorrow, and then we'll be all set for football on Sunday. New Year's, we'll talk more New Year's stuff tomorrow. Have you ever been up to the New Year's celebration in New York up there, Times Square? Have you ever been up there? I've never been there. Of course, it would be pretty tough with the wheelchair. Maybe what? I can't see anything. Come on with you, travel on. What if I have to pee? What do you do? So I'm okay staying home, watching the ball drop. Right where I'm okay. Nice and warm and toasty. With snacks and my dogs. And everything I need. Right here in the comfort of my own home. Anyway. So everybody have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to the program. If you feel like it, please subscribe. That way you'll know when there's a new episode every day. I like to record an episode every day just to keep current, except for Sunday, even God rested. If you get the hang of it, that would be nice if you do. Okay. So everybody, take care. Everybody around the world who watching. See you later. Peace and love and joy. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now. Bud says bye too, even though he seems so good. Good boy, Bud. No gas today. Good boy. Bye-bye.